Hi everybody, welcome back to Cat's Book Nook. This is going to be my January to be read list. This list is pretty massive. I have 3 piles of books to get through, and hopefully it doesn't take as long as it has in the past. We will see. Because a lot of these I've already talked about. I have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 books from last month that are going to be on this TBR. So those I can run through pretty quickly. Some of the newer books that are on this TBR I've talked about before, and then there's some audiobooks that I'm hoping to get through to help clear off that shelf right there, which is the 20 books off my shelf that I would like to get through this year. So we'll see. With that, I'll stop rambling, tell you guys what's on my to be read list. So I'm actually just going to kind of turn the camera this direction. Please ignore the stuff on the table. But that's part of it. So, yeah. So, back to me. Let's do this. Alright, up first, we have Touchstone by Melanie, Rawn. Just haven't read it this month with everything else going on. Clan of Cave Bear. If I don't get through this in January, I'm just taking it off my to-be-read list because this has been on the to-be-read list for 2 months, 3 months at this point. So, if I don't read it, I'll put it off to the side for sometime other in 2018. Same thing with Magician Apprentice by Raymond Fiest. I need to get through this book. I was going to try to get through this book this week, but I got Girl in the Tower and After Alice to get through, and I need to start Book of Life by Deborah Harkness so I can finish that series up this month. So, we'll see. Yeah. Same thing. Amy Tan, The Joy Luck Club. Not that long. Should have gotten through this already. Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. Same chick that does Lumberjanes, which I'm finishing in December. I haven't read it yet. Vicious by V.E. Schwab. Also have The Near Witch by Victoria Schwab. Again, like Clan of the Cave Bear and Magician Apprentice, if I don't read this month, it goes back off my to-be-read list for another time. It's also a library book, and I think I've only got one renewal left. So, Wild Beauty by Anna Marie McLemore. Wanted to read it, haven't read it yet. And I think this is only the second month this one's been on here. Tiger Lily by Jodi Lynn Anderson. Same thing. If I don't read it this month, returning it. Box Office Poison may actually get returned this week because it's December 24th. I've picked it up. I'm not really thrilled with the graphics or the storyline so far, but hopefully I can get through it in the first week of January when it's quiet in my office. Might actually do that one on New Year's. Waking Gods by Sylvain Neuvel. It is true that this book is not as good as Sleeping Giants was, so I haven't finished this in December. It's not on my current reading list because I picked it up, I started it, I took it off, I haven't done it yet. So hopefully within the next few weeks I can finish this. Neil Gaiman, Neverwhere. Should have had this done already. Jonathan Strange and Mr. Noelle. This one may stay on for a few more months just because it is super, super thick. And I'm hoping a Tome Topple series challenge starts in the next few weeks, please. But, yeah, we'll see. Beartown by Fredrick Backman. Sorry, getting sick. Need to read this. Should have read it. Just not in the mood for it right now. See What I Have Done by Sarah Schmidt. I started it. You can see where I am. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to be my first did not finish book of the year or not. I'm going to try to finish it. Even as it stands right now, it's only a 3. So, we'll see how that goes. Lost Girls. I need to finish this. Sorry for the background noise. Need to finish this, or otherwise it's going to get returned. Charlaine Harris. Midnight Crossroad. I want to read this because I want to watch the show. Hold on a second, guys. Alright, so I need to finish this just because I want to watch the show. I think I just said that. I had to pause it for a second. But it's book 1 in the series. We'll see. I didn't I like the Sookie Stackhouse novels for the first few books, but the rest of the series just kind of it stopped being fun. So, and when reading stops being fun, you should just I bypass it. I'm learning that. And then Because You Love to Hate Me, again, I really want to read this. I do. It's short stories. It shouldn't take too long to get through. I haven't picked it up yet. So, hopefully we will get through those and call it a day. So that would be awesome. But those are all the books from last month. This month, let's do audiobooks first because this is the easiest part. Hopefully Stormfront by Jim Butcher comes back up on my holds list from Overdrive. I currently have Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry on my Overdrive. On my loans, I've downloaded it. I'm not going to start it until January 1st. Just because I've got 4 other books that I'd like to read before I get to this one. This one's 37 hours long. But I've started Lonesome Dove before, and I don't remember why I put it down. But, yeah. No Mercy by Sherilyn Kenyon. This is on my shelf read to get through. They've got this audiobook, they've got The Life of Pi, and I borrowed Witchling the other day. Will not start this till January 1st either. So hopefully these 3, not only can I knock out on audiobook, but I can also knock out of my 2018 shelf read. New physical books. If you just watched my weekly wrap-up for December 24th, you know what's coming. So, A Cup of Water Under My Bed by Daisy Hernandez. Crystal recommended this. One of my friends from work, who's like family at this point, she recommended this because I needed a friend to recommend a 2017 read that she'd picked up, and I haven't read it yet. They Both Die in the End by Adam Silvera. Haven't read it yet. Picked up The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Haven't read it yet. A lot of these haven't read it yet. This week, I picked up a lot, but there's only a few books that are actually going to be on my to-be read list for January. So, those are Nightlife by Rob Thurman, because this is a interlibrary hold, and yeah, it's like the Mercy Thompson series, because it deals with paranormal in New York. Preternatural Nightlife is what it is. So hopefully it's a good read. Picked this up at the train station the other day. Country by Danielle Steele. I started it. I got a couple pages into it. Haven't picked it back up though. So it's going to be a cute, fun, contemporary read that I can do on the train and listen to my stuff and not have to worry about it. I will probably get through that one no time at all. Also picked up Us by David Nichols, the author of One Day. I liked One Day. This one focuses on when the main female character wants to get divorced. The husband doesn't want to get divorced, but they end up taking a European trip that they'd already planned and paid for, hoping to rekindle what love has been lost. Also picked up Ink and Bone by Rachel Kane. This is the first book in the Great Library series. I think it's a series. I don't think it's just a trilogy. But, yeah. Also picked up The 100 by Cass Morgan. This is part of the 20 people recommend a book in 2018 that I try to read. If I don't read it, no big deal. But it's also part of my Day Zero project, is to read 20 books that people have recommended to me. Personally, not... I've gone on BookTube, I've watched their video. I'm going to go pick the book up because their video was really good and it sounded interesting. These are actual books that people have to recommend to me. So if you have a book you want to recommend, greatly appreciate it. The stipulation on that, and I'm sorry that if this comes across wrong, if you are an author of the book that you are recommending, I will probably not read it. So if you've got another book that you want to recommend to me that I can pick up from the library or that I can pick up from Kindle and it's not your book, I am more likely to read it. I know that that is very wrong as an author. I won't do that to you guys, so I'm not entirely sure I want that done to me. I love my writing. My writing is halfway decent, but it's not a book that I'm going to recommend to somebody else out there, because to me that's self-promoting. And just, if you want to recommend a book, great. If you don't worry about it. Alright, 4 more books to get through. Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. I'm probably screwing that book up. Name up. Sorry. Screwing that name up. She saw her Prince Dracula book on the library shelf, and I went and I found this one. This is the first book in that series. It's about the girl that loved Jack the Ripper. So, should be interesting. I hate that word now. You guys have made me hate that word. Picked up Scythe by Neil Shusterman. A lot of people on BookTube have recommended this book to their viewers because it's about death and training the next Reaper. So it should be pretty good. Also picked up Roar by Cora Cormack. These are all new books for my January to be read list. Basically about a girl who lives in a community where people can control storms. She can't. So it's trying to find out who she is in this community and what all that takes. Last book I picked up was If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo. They also, Overdrive had this on audio. So I may end up doing this book on audio versus physical book. We will see. But it's supposed to be about a transgender character and her life, I want to say, about coming out as transgender and starting relationships with somebody that may or may not be friendly towards that. I know it's kind of a big topic. It actually is a big topic because I had a conversation with a friend about it a couple months ago in regards to if she was dating a man that used to be a woman, how she would feel about that. And she said she would dump him. So I don't necessarily think that's fair. It'll be interesting to see how that book, how If I Was Your Girl, covers that topic. A lot of people like it and said it's a really good book. So I'm interested to see what all it says. With that, I think that's my January to be read list. If anything else gets added, I will put it in my weekly wrap-up videos like I have been in the past. With that, again, if you guys have recommendations, 1 book, that's it. I've got 13 slots to fill for 2018. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a wonderful Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I will talk to you guys on Sunday. Bye!